And today I am super excited because we have none other than our fearless leader, Pegine.
We're bold, brave, seen, heard. We're paid well, bold, brave, seen, heard. We're power women.
I'm a power woman, bold and brave and well paid. Woman, I'm seen and heard, a great leader. Woman, we're experts and leaders, expanding together as woman, connecting and growing, we're powerful. Power women. Be bold, be brave, be seen, be heard, and be paid well.
We are bold, we are brave, and we are paid well. And welcome to Power Women TV. I am your host, Evie Hernandez, and today I have the pleasure of being here with our fearless leader, Pegine.
Yay! You know, every time I hear that song, I can't help but move and groove and know that, yeah, you know, be bold, be brave, be seen, be heard, and be paid well. You know, Evie, today I spent, the last couple of days I've been doing a lot of coaching with some of our members in the elite. And I got to tell you, it's gratifying, exciting to hear the successes that are going on and the desire to keep on growing and growing. And, you know, I'm just grateful to be here with you, and thank you for inviting me. Get me from behind the producer seat to be here in the front and center. So yay! Thank you.
I am so glad that the whole world gets to see you, the whole general world, because I know you've been busy. Because, I mean, we've been doing interviews for our wonderful members who are part of the Power Women Elite. And today we get to dive a little bit deeper into what you've been up to, so that people can know what you've been up to, because we have not featured you here in the show for quite a few months now, I believe, right?
Yeah, actually, that's right.
Yeah.
So I actually am really grateful, right? This has been one of the things that's so exciting about the world that we're in right now, and I am excited about it. I am, you know, there are opportunities and there are things happening. And in this, you know, this last week, my business is very diversified, is the best way to describe it. Well, it is what it is. And the reason that I made it diversified is I lived through challenging times. So I know that there's got to be multiple streams of income and ways. And it was just this week, a lot of it was all happening at the same time. I felt like a cat with a ball, right? Because there was all these little things happening. So obviously everybody knows that I run a mastermind group. Not only do I do a mastermind group for my speakers, experts, and authors, we do a mastermind for my corporate women. So it's just a different kind of group. But the Tuesday is, you know, we have two masterminds that go on. I have.
When you say it like that, let's talk about it, because, you know, I shared your YouTube link for people, and we might be getting people who may listen to this afterwards. They may not know. You're just saying, oh yeah, everybody knows, but they may not know. They may not know what we know. We that are part of the elite. So
that's true.
Yeah, so you're saying it like, yeah, everybody knows. But yes, many people that are part of our community, they do know. And there is a possibility that someone can be looking at this, whether live right now or on the replay, who may not know. So why don't we take it easy and tell those that may not know?
So everybody that's listening, Evie is just such a great cheerleader for everybody, and so including for myself. So thank you, Evie. So Elite was created specifically for women speakers, experts, authorities, and influencers who are compelled to grow their business. They're compelled to seek another way. They're compelled to truly ensure that they are magnetized, that they manifest, and that they allow business to grow within them and within for their organizations. And so that particular group is really a group that allows certain things to go. And I've been running masterminds and been in masterminds since I was 19 years old. And so I know the power of masterminds to grow your business, to grow where you are. And what people don't recognize about masterminds are not just teaching. Not most people think of masterminds as that you're teaching people. The real piece of mastermind is that it's people all committed to one unifying mission and getting together in a way that each person in that mastermind has an opportunity to tap into not only the brilliance of the other masterminds members, but also into the brilliance of the energy source that gets connected when we are all connected. Now, I got to tell you something for anybody that's thinking, woo, that sounds woo to me.
It sounded awesome, actually.
Well, if you read Think and Grow Rich, and if you have been around really great, highly successful people, they converge and connect with a way to look at their business not only from what they think they need to do, but they are bringing together the best of the best. So part of the mastermind is you have this board of advisors that are giving you guidance and insight. The second thing that happens in the mastermind is we do read Think and Grow Rich. We do delve into it. We do seek to understand how to grow ourselves so that we can be more powerful. And so I am a huge student of Think and Grow Rich. For myself, I am a Sunday I'm in a mastermind just on Think and Grow Rich. Tuesday I'm in the mastermind, our mastermind. Wednesday morning I'm in a mastermind with Ann McNeil that we study Think and Grow Rich. Saturday I'm in 2 hours of studying the book. So this is a book that has enriched my life and enriches the life of people. So we do study it. And then the other part about the mastermind is having an awareness of your potential and possibilities. And sometimes to be around someone who has been there, done that. So I've been in business for 30 years. I've been the speaker. I've been the author. I've built a 2.2 million. I've built $1 million deals. I've worked in so many different areas, scaling business, transforming, leadership, all of that. So when people come together in the mastermind, and then they all get coaching, first come, first serve, half an hour. And so I've been doing that all day today. And, it's really specific to you. What is it that you are? This is an opportunity that you have a half an hour to spend with me and do it and speak to it. This also happens when I work with corporate women of who they choose to be in this world and how they choose to exude. So we have the two groups there. In addition, and I'll tell you, if it's okay with you, I'll share some of the other things that are going on. Because
so
people don't.
Just to make sure, so we have two groups, okay, depending of who they are. So one group is for speakers, authors, coaches, and then we have another group that is specifically for corporate women.
Right.
So what you offer is this ability to get both mastermind and coaching. And I just want to testify, I want to give you a testimonial, that the type of coaching that you offer is so powerful because you come from, number one, you help us with, it's not even two, it may be three, from the business perspective, when we're looking at operations and the bottom line profits and making money, you look at the marketing part and you give us your eye with your knowledge of being in business. So you give us that marketing and then the mindset component. So in those mastermind and coaching sessions, we are kind of getting three powerful benefits three powerful benefits. And so I want to make sure, because I, of course, have experience and that people understand that. So it's not just like one track that you're helping. You're looking at it as a holistic business. When you speak to us, you'll give us a holistic look. And those are the three things that I thought of, but I'm thinking more holistic. So
Right.
I love that you said that. And you do it for two different types of women, and you have two similar but yet different offerings that you have for them. So thank you for sharing that. What else?
And so I'm glad that you talk about the holisticness. So a lot of people don't recognize. So I've been president of a large direct sales company. I've been director of operations and manufacturing. I've owned 3 nursery schools. I have a lot of that experience. I have also a master's in social work and group and organizational development. So that's where the holistic, who are you as a leader, as an organizational advocate for your company and organization, and how do you feel about yourself? How do you think about yourself? What are you willing to do about yourself? So that's pieces there. And then, of course, there's this other piece of being an influencer and being out there in the world and promoting yourself and marketing yourself and doing good business so that people are compelled to work with you. And so thank you so much that's where it goes. For my corporate women, they want, I've been in corporate, I've moved up rank, I know what that's like. And so they're looking for the fierceness, the feistiness, feisty, fearless, focused, and fun of being a woman in corporate and being heard. We all know that there is a challenge to be heard out there. And so I work with them on that. So the other thing that I do, is, so we have something called the Power Women Gathering. And I'm really excited about this year. We did the one about 6 months ago, which was dynamic and interesting and exciting and different. And I have been producing events for years. My biggest event was working with President Obama, and we had 10,000 attendees outside with Tom Selleck as my MC. Wow. So we're not going that big here, but this is very much designed based on my song that I wrote, Confidence Karma, which became then part of the Confidence Karma process of understanding who and what you are. Because here's the biggest thing. People, with karma, we all know karma. You do this, you're going to get back, right? It's always like that negative thing. It's going to come back to you. Well, you know what? Positivity also comes back to you too. And confidence, especially when we're talking about for women speakers and experts, confidence is the power of karma that brings back to you what you confidently know you have and do. So can I share some of the 4 things that are going on in this conference?
Please. I'm so excited because I'm already registered. I'm looking forward to it. And by the way, you mentioned, and I'm going to say it here live, I've been attending, I don't know how many online virtual events since the pandemic. And I will tell you that yours is by far one of the best, if not the best, virtual event. That's why I am so looking forward, because it is truly an experience. So it's not like other events. You give us an experience. So I am so delighted that I'm going to get to go. So I love it.
I'm really excited because I really am excited about this particular experience that I'm creating for you, because it is so, you're right. There are tons of things to go to, and people keep on showing me their pages and pages of notes. And I keep on saying, well, once you finish with all those pages, what are you going to do? What do you do with that? So what are you going to do? So I decided that one of the things I wanted to make sure that I had was that you had a tangible way to create your business plan for the next 90 to 120 days. The next 90 and 120 days are going to be really critical to your business. It's going to be critical to your lifestyle. It's going to be critical for your income producing activities. It's going to be critical for you because, we realize, This is not, no, it's not flittering away. Girls, we got to get this stuff going on. We really have to get it going on.
Yeah.
So there's 4 things that the Confidence Karma Conference is going to cover, and it's segmented. So you have these 4 segments throughout the day with content within it, and you're going to hear a little bit more about that. So the first is competence. Are you good at what you do? And do you know how to do what you do? Both from from speaking and social media, from really selling yourself so that people buy your virtual product. Now, one of the things that I've done this year is I'm not bringing in a lot of speakers. I'm bringing only 3 speakers, and the rest of the time is me and you all who are going to be the business advisory groups. So we'll be putting you into breakout groups and talking about competence, but you're going to learn some really interesting things, techniques from Canva, things like techniques with Lumen. I did a little taste to the Kajabi Sisterhood last week, and they were like, no, don't tell anybody. We don't want anybody else to know what you're going to teach us. It was awesome. So we're going to be looking at competence. What is your competence? What is your expertise? How are you marketing yourself? Dominance. Now, if I hear one more woman say, I hate the word dominance, let me tell you something. If you are not dominating your mind, if you are not taking control of your mind, and you are not dominating your niche, I will look at your profit and loss statement and I will know. This is your role. This is your business. This is where you're supposed. You own this. You own this space. So for me, I own the space of Power Women. I own the space of D&I in a very, very male dominant way. I own that space in a way that most people don't. I'm just going to tell it the way it is. I am not one of your Cody kind of people. I am totally, we are going to have an experience and a discussion. So how are you dominating your area? How are you dominating yourself? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to have a deep discussion about prominence, because let me tell you something. We all have to have our hair flowing in the world. We have to be prominent. People have to know our name. People have to know who you are. And one of our great speakers, which it's always very specific about the people that I wanted to bring in to speak, because I'm looking for longevity. I don't want, oh, you're the star now. I want people that have been around for a while, a long time. So we have Gail Carson, the SOB. She's the SOB. It's called. She calls it. I keep on going into the word that you're all thinking about, but that's not who she is. She's a smart, old, and bold, something like that.
I think it's smart old broad. No.
Oh, smart old broad. That's it. She knows. God, I love that name, Broad. She is a true.
No, it's actually spunky
old broad. Well, Gail Carson is a spunky old broad. When that woman shows up, she shows up. Do you know that woman will do 8 podcasts in a day? She has 6 radio shows. She is out there. And let me tell you something. For those of you that are 60 years old, you are babies compared to her. You are babies compared to her. This woman is busting it well past the 80s. So let me tell you, if you want to know it, this is a woman that is amazing. So I'm excited about that. Presence. So we have 2 speakers that are going to be helping us with presence and competence, and that is one is Cheryl Bindeglass, who, oh God, Evie, you're going to love her. Cheryl is a master expert in sponsorships. She's been doing events for over 15 years. She always has sponsors, always. So her paid attendees are cherries on the top. She's a master. You all don't know her because she is in her niche. That woman is the queen. She walks in there and they're like, Cheryl. So just know that she's coming. She's never done it before. This is the first time she's doing it, and she'll never. I'm trying to encourage her to do it some more, but this is the first time she's going to do it. The second person that you're going to have is Tanya Morris. Now, let me tell you something. Those of us in Elite have been watching Tanya. Tanya is kicking butt. She knows how to sell virtual programs like nobody's business. This woman has had, just this week I was talking to her, she's had 3 keynote speeches this week, 4 or 5 highly paid virtual programs. They call them webinars, and the corporation that she bought it. She has 2 long-term contracts, one down here in Jacksonville. She's like, I'm not taking it. I'm taking prison. I'm just going for it. There's so much business out here. She says, I'm running around. It's just coming and it's being over there. So this is what this is going to be about. This is going to be about you making sure that you are exuding the confidence to get what you want. Can I share a video?
Absolutely. Let's take a look.
Okay, let me. Hopefully, I'll be able to do this just right.
Yay.
So let me share this video for everybody so you can see it. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Caused by your actions, driven by your thoughts. So set your intentions and give all you got. Comfort set down the lens, prominence and presence. Comfort set down the lens, prominence and presence. Confidence gonna, you can be a tongue. We know your creation is your foundation. Confidence karma, your vibration, your foundation, your creation.
So thank you for letting me share that, because it's a lot easier. I forgot to say something. So in this, one of the things that I have some more songs coming up. Let me just stop it for a minute. That's so funny. One of the things that I've wanted to ensure is that people had the time to hear this content, go into a small group, and flesh it out on their business plan. So you are going to receive your Confidence Karma workbook that will have you to be able to write out and get your business plan solid. So you have a path, you know where you're going, you know where you're at. We're also going to do in this conference is hot seats. So hot seats, if you don't know what that is, I run for my corporate executive women and some of you that were there last year, I host hot seats. So people will be invited if they want to sit in, and David and you'll do your pitch, whether it be a sales pitch, it'll be the different topics of the competence, dominance, prominence, presence, and you're going to get on this on the hot seat, and we're going to hot seat you. Who's David? David is my operations, my partner, my husband. He's definitely not a speaker, but he sells speakers. Well, I guess that's the wrong word. He provides speakers to different events that are asking for a speaker. So it's not it's a very small speakers bureau. And so we know the pitch, we hear it, we see it. So we just want to do it. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing this on, what am I doing this on?
October 13th and 16th.
And we'll be putting just look down below because you'll get that.
So that's actually next Thursday. So it's exactly a week from today.
Week from today. Yeah. So we have a lot of people are signing up, which is great.
Yes.
So just, if you want to sign up. And then, wait a minute. I'm doing that. And
reserve their spot. Let's put it here so people can see how they reserve their spot.
So the best way you to go is to go to Team Pegine. When you go to Team Pegine, you will see, let me just bring it up because it's the easier way, because you'll go to Team Pegine and you'll see Let me just share it if I can. Application Chrome tab. Okay. There it is. Okay. So when you go, oh, wrong thing. Well, there you could go to pay for it. That would be fantastic.
There you
Boy,
go.
I'm already
So all
already
you have to do is go there. Registration is open. Click on the yellow button.
and they're in. They're totally in. But the way to get there, you just have to close a couple of things over here because it's getting confusing the system. The best way to go, because it works for me, is you go to Team Pegine, you scroll down, and you'll see there it is, Confidence Karma. You click on Confidence Karma, and there's your registration right there. If you need more information, there's a lot of information here for you.
Absolutely. We'll be posting under this video. We'll post all the links. So everyone who wants to make sure that they grab their tickets today, they'll have the link right below this video. So we'll make sure to add the links.
So here's the other piece that I just want people to know. Evie has an event the week after mine, right, Evie?
It's actually 2 weeks after. And I'm excited to go to yours because I'm going to be pumped up for mine.
Yeah, so Evie has a Speakers Growth Summit. And so I want to make sure that people know Confidence Karma and the Power Women Conference is only for women speakers, experts, authorities, and influencers. This is directed specific to women, so we are going to touch base on those specific things. 2 weeks later is the Speakers Growth Summit with Evie, and she has a whole cast of speakers that are going to be coming. And Evie was kind enough to share that if you wanted to go to the Confidence Karma gathering,
register for the Confidence Karma by going to teampegine.com. That is, they have to sign up for your event first in order to get the bonus.
Right. And so when you get that, then you'll share with Evie. Evie, how did they get to you?
So they can go to that speakersgrowthsummit.com page that you just shared. And the code is Power Women TV to let us know that you caught this deal here at the Power Women TV. So when you get your ticket for the Confidence Karma by visiting Team Pegine, then you can go to speakersgrowthsummit.com and you could enter the code Power Women TV for a very special offer for people who sign up for the Confidence Karma. Because of course, Pegine is my mentor and she is my coach. And of course, I'm going to be there. And I want people to make sure, because it's two different things. I want to make sure people attend Pegine's event. And so thank you, Pegine, for allowing me to mention that. I am so looking forward. And I'm glad that it is before mine, because that way, number one, I could be pumping. Number one, I could see, I could learn, because this is my first one. You've done two this year. So I'm like, oh my God, but I love it. And you don't remember this, but I was one of the people in the hot seat last year. And I mean, at the beginning of the year, but even to look at where I was then and where I am today, thanks to you, to your leadership, your support, your mastermind, and your coaching and mentoring. I mean, hello, you're my coach. Would you say that I've really
transformed?
Yes.
Grown up?
Yes.
Been awesome. Been awesome. Been great. Yes, she has. She has. She has.
Testimonial to you. You know, if you're out there and you know Pegine, you know she delivers. You know she delivers. And I'm telling you that this is the event to go to this year. If you're a woman speaker, a coach, an author, a leader, you need to be at this event, because I promise you, I can't guarantee, but I promise you, because it's not my event, but I promise you that you are going to come out of that. Number one, you're going to be wanting to fly. But number two, I love that you're doing that, Pegine, that you're giving us, because it's true. I've been going to a lot of different conferences, but I haven't been doing what you're going to have us do. Write it and come out of there with a plan. Hello. I mean,
Well, this is, what I tell people, if you haven't been hitting 500K in 2020, if you have not been hitting 500K in 2020, this might be the conference for you. If you have been hitting 500K in 2020, this is not the conference for you. This is the reason it's so critically important is we got to get our heads out of our butt, and we've got to make sure that come on, ladies, women are on the media now in the front and center. Conferences, organizations need our insights, our brilliance, our wisdom, our guidance, our clarity. It's absolutely an imperative that you are putting yourself in a space where you are heard prominently, that you are seen as a resource, that people really listen to you. This is your time. Let me tell you something. Next, between 2020 and 2030, this decade is the moment for you, every one of you, to be kicking butt and receiving and allowing and accepting all that's in flow for you. And what's really important, you just got to make sure that we're moving out of our head the things that limit us or have held us back, and at the same time that you see your opportunities, that you see your best moments. The reason we do masterminding, especially in this conference, is that I know that you're brilliant. I know that you're amazing. I know that your gifts are a blessing. I know that, but does the rest of the world know it? And most importantly, are you allowing yourself to really believe that that is true for you? When you go into the little mastermind sessions, and they're not little, they're small groups focused on big stuff. When you're in that mastermind group and you're with the women following the directions that I'm giving, what you're receiving is such insight, wisdom, and awareness of your ability to thrive in this economy. One of my mentors was Mark Victor-Hanser, and Mark used to say, business is booming somewhere, and I'll add, business is booming, baby, but you are the one that has to be willing to allow it to come to you. So just join us.
I love that, Pegine. Business is booming. That's like an affirmation. Business is booming, and I have to allow it. And I know that you went through that 500K, but to most of us that are not making 500K, I mean, to me, I got goosebumps because you just set the bar higher for me. That's what you just did. I haven't thought about making 500K in 1 year. Have you? I'm not asking Pegine. I'm asking you who's watching. That gave me goosebumps, Pegine. So you just set the bar high for us to have a bigger goal that perhaps we never thought was possible. And now you're telling us that is possible.
Oh, it's so possible. It's so,
okay.
It's so possible that, I love calculators. Didn't I tell you that? I love, well, you know that. So let me give you an example.
Oh my God.
All right. If I do $500,000, now some of you are going, well, $500,000, what would that look like for me in a month? All right. So 12 months, 5,000 is $41,660 a month that you're receiving. All right. So if I have a product that is, I just lost my 46,000. If I have a product that is, what are you charging for your summit?
It starts at 97 and the VIP is 297. So from 97 to 297.
So 297, that's 154 people to make 46,000 in a month.
Wow.
Now, do you think there are billions of people in this world? Billions. Do you think that there are 297 people that might? Do you think that there's 154 people? We're not even at that might want to be in your group that don't know about it?
Absolutely. 154. I love that you put that. And that's a great thing for all our viewers to really think about. Because when you first said that, it was like, oh my God, I got goosebumps. But now you see that? She just broke it down for me.
So when you break it down, you go 154 out of a billion people. God, there's a billion speakers. Of 154 of those and speakers and those that want to be, do you think that maybe they're around?
Absolutely.
The decision then is to say, of course. Of course. You know, when you start putting your mind and saying, well, how would I reach those 154? Who are those 154? What are they thinking? What are they wanting? What are their desires? I have all the guts here. What is it that I need to say? And then the second question, right? So that's one series of questions. The second series is, how do I get myself out of my own way? How do I remove my own blocks, how do I do that? So that I can receive and be open to receiving the perfect people for the perfect room. And with that, I think it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And I want to remind everyone that you can subscribe and make sure you get all of our shows by going to the Team Pegine YouTube page and subscribing, and we'll put that link also at the bottom so that you do not miss any of our shows. So make sure you subscribe to the Team Pegine YouTube page. Pegine, thank you so much for creating this amazing event, the Power Women Gathering, coming up on just next Thursday. So people, please make sure to grab your ticket today. Thank you for creating this group called the Power Women Elite, because you are making a difference. Thank you so much for being here today and for creating Power Women TV. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. Thank you.